Okay, figured I would document my walnut process. So we moved into this home that has a walnut tree in the back, and figured I would take advantage of um, the fact that we have walnuts. So let me show you a couple of aspects to that. Okay, so this is the backyard. We've got a little zipline platform. Maybe I'll show off in a minute. But this is a big walnut tree. It is English walnut, not black walnut. And step one of this process is I come out here every day, and any new walnuts that have dropped, I pick up. Notice I have gloves on because this will stain you. Some of these are darker, some have more green to them. Show you an example. All right, so like this one right here, it's got a lot of green, and you can see it's already kind of splitting. And the next process I'll show later is how these will just open up. You can see, oops, lighting wise, the nut in there. But that's another step. So step one is I gather the nuts out here, and if you do this every day, then you'll know they haven't been out very long. Now here's a good example. If squirrel's already been into that one. But this nut here, you can see the nut is visible, but you know it's okay. It hasn't been out here for days and days and weeks. So that is step one. Okay, step two is this big container here, where if they're not quite ready, pay no attention to my dog. She likes reflections and she's going nuts right now. Hi, Hazel. Yeah. Yeah, she likes reflections. So some of these aren't ready, some are. And as they're ready, I just put some nuts in there. As they're ready, just use a knife. And you definitely want some gloves. And the ones that are ready, as you husk them, you want them, I've kind of doubled these up to free up a basket, but you want about one shallow layer. So something a little more like this. Set it out in the sun, kind of let it dry, come out, maybe shake it around, just get everything to kind of dry. And some of these are going to have, you know, more black to them, and that's okay. Not a problem. Once they're dried, if you have an old onion bag, California oranges, huh? You know what? These are orange bags. I thought they were onion bags. Either works. Anyway, they're just nice because they're very breathable. Once they're all the way dried out, you can see I've just got some out here that are hanging. So that is the process. Some of these are more ready than others. You know, you can see something like this where it's already coming out. You definitely want gloves for this. And you just shell it like that. Obviously you'll have some darker parts, some gooey parts. Sometimes you'll have a couple little creepy crawlies. That's not a big deal. If they don't get inside the nut, especially, well, they might live in the husk itself, but they are not going to get in the nut. At least unless they're on the ground for a long time. Then you might have different issues. But one thing you don't want to do is husk a bunch of these and set them all in a container like this where they can't breathe, they can't dry out, and then you'll get some mold on the outside. You'll also get maybe some mold on the inside. And I've done that before, so lesson learned. If you wanted to make some homemade ink, these husks work great for that. just a little bit of boiling and some other pieces to it. I haven't done it yet, but I will be giving that a try. So the husks are green, but if you start boiling them, they'll turn black. And you can see they just turn black anyway. So that doesn't take a lot. You could make, you know, theoretically tons of ink, but I don't know how much I would actually use. Especially since fountain pens and homemade ink maybe don't go together. Want to use some kind of a cheaper pen, maybe a Platinum Preppy to experiment with. All right, thanks. Okay, Liam is actually going to demonstrate our platform. So we've actually got these steps. These have been here for a while. We had a makeshift little platform until we put this in. This is a legitimate one. We've got some cement in the ground with a 4x4 beam, and then we've got some 2x4s across it with plywood. So anyway, that was a recent project. All right. Yeah, that stop has a bit of a spring to it. All right, let's do one more. There he goes. Woo! Oh, you just yeeted yourself.